everyone, this video is a little bit different. It's very similar to many of my videos because I do have a few outfits to walk you through and I'm going to talk about them and put the info on the screen, and all the info will be down in the description box and pinned to the top of the comments like always. But I also want this to be a little more casual, a little more of a chit chat, maybe even a little bit of a pep talk, because while the focus of today's video is my recent trip to Las Vegas to attend the invitation only Amazon Creator Summit, and many of you might be curious about what it's like to attend another influencer event, this is also about all of you like myself who maybe get invited to go on work trips or get invited to attend something, and in your head you kind of know you don't want to do it, but at the same time you feel compelled to. We're going to talk a little bit about that. We're going to talk about how these outfits could work outside of the Amazon Creator Summit, which is a very limited amount of people who attend, and we can talk about where else you can wear these outfits because I think they're all very wearable depending on where you're going. And this is sort of Amazon week here on my channel because in just a few days there's yet another big Amazon sale. I believe they're calling this one the Amazon Prime Big Deal Days, gearing up to get ready for the holidays. Did you know that most people these days are buying all their holiday gifts in October? I am in awe. I am too busy preparing these videos to even think about it, but good for all of you go-getters. That content is coming. I'm gonna release it a day early on Wednesday for the second day of the Prime Day sale. But today we are gonna talk about my trip to Vegas, and I'm gonna just stop with the intro and let's get down to business. For those of you who are not aware, just like LTK, Amazon has started their own conference for their creators. It is invitation only. I believe this is the third year. I had been invited the previous 2 years. I just didn't want to overwhelm my schedule because it was so close to other events. This year I decided, let's go crazy. Let's do the LTK conference, week and a half later. Let's do the Amazon conference in Vegas. And I have another trip coming up to LA for the YouTube one. 3 trips in 4 weeks. I'm a lunatic. But anyway, so the Amazon conference is one I have never attended before, and I will admit, I was a little bit nervous. There were over 300 creators that were invited to attend. 99.9% of them were women. I almost said women, but then I thought, don't want to leave out like those 3 guys that were there. So over 300 people were invited to attend this, and unlike the LTK conference, which I've been going to for a very long time, I did not know what to expect, and I only knew a handful of other creators that I was really close with that I knew I was going to meet. So I feel like I'm a very self-confident person, but little trepidation. Like, you just don't know. Are people going to be nice? Are they going to be cliquey? And I am lucky in that I was able to travel with my husband. So while I'm doing the work Amazon stuff, he was finding all the golf courses of Las Vegas, and then we would meet up for meals and so forth. So it was a good trip for both of us and together. The first day of the trip was a week ago, as you're seeing this, Sunday, and the actual check-in was at 7 o'clock at night, which was the kickoff to this week, and then right into a cocktail party. So we left Sunday morning for Las Vegas, and I wanted my travel outfit to be comfortable, of course, first and foremost, but also something that I could wear wandering around the hotel or wherever it was that we were going. I haven't been to Las Vegas in 15 years, longer than that. It's been a really long time. And so I wasn't really sure what to expect. I know it's hot there. So I wanted my travel outfit to be comfortable on the plane where I'm always freezing, but also lightweight enough if we were outside to walk around Las Vegas, but also to take care of the probable freezing cold temperatures inside the hotel. And we were landing around 11:30 in the morning Vegas time, and we were not guaranteed early check-in. So I wanted something that I would look nice in to wander around Las Vegas. This dress is nothing new. I have shared this many a time before. It is a boho maxi dress, and I have to say that I am definitely a fan of a maxi dress for airplane travel, and I will tell you why. I get cold, so I like the longer length. I also don't want any of my actual skin touching any part of the airplane, the seat or what have you. So the maxi dress covers everything up. It also makes it a lot easier to use the restroom. You don't have to worry about your pants hitting the really nasty bathroom floors. So that might be a little too much information for you, but these are the things that go through my head. To this dress, I added the open crochet cardigan that I've also shared before. It paired really nicely with the colors in this dress. I have also recently decided not a fan of open-toed shoes on an airplane. The airports are just dirty. I don't want any part of my body touching any surface in the airport or on the airplane, and I like something enclosed, one, because if I do have to make a quick exit, it's easier easier to do so. And also my feet might stay warmer. However, these particular shoes, these are new. These were not really gonna add any warmth. These are the very on-trend open mesh shoes. I have seen some much more expensive versions. Of course, this one is from Amazon. I did try to wear everything from Amazon to the Amazon Creator Summit. It's just good manners. And this does come in quite a few colors, runs true to size, just a tiny bit of padding, sort of insole in here. Kind of feels like you're walking around barefoot, so it's really, really comfortable. I will say that I only had to buckle it once just to make sure it fit, and then I'm able to slide my feet in and out just by pulling a little bit on the strap, so you don't have to keep buckling it if you're lazy like me and you hate shoes that you have to actually do something to. These are fabulous. Actually wore them again today. And then in my carry-on tote, and I decided to go with my MZ Wallace Tote Bag because unlike a backpack, if we ended up walking around for a while without being able to check into our room, this tote bag doesn't really look like a purse, but it looks less like I'm hauling around a travel bag than an actual giant backpack. So went with the MZ Wallace tote. Do have to tell you that Quince restocked their version, so I will link that one below. And then in that tote bag, I put the adjustable skinny belt that I am just obsessed with, that I now have in 3 colors, that has like the little turn lock. It's inspired by, I should say, the Hermes belt. Again, everything from Amazon. This video is not sponsored. The trip was not paid for. I paid for the hotel. I paid for the airline tickets. Unlike the LTK conference, I didn't have to buy a ticket to attend the event. Attending was free. I was loose and flowing on the plane, and then when we got to the hotel, I popped on my skinny belt, and then I looked a little more put together. At least I think I did. For a small fee, we were actually able to check into the hotel early, which was really convenient. I did pack an enormous amount of luggage. We were told to actually bring an extra empty suitcase to take home all the swag that we were gonna get. I will get to that towards the end of this video if you wanna hear more on that. These suitcases were pretty much half empty. I did have multiple outfits per day, and I did pack some backups that I did not wear, but again, pulled out my Quince hard-sided luggage set. And do they get beat up looking this light color? Yes, they do. Quince does sell matching, I guess they're sort of like almost like a neoprene cover for each of them in the different sizes. I like to look like I've actually traveled, so I don't mind that my bags look beat up as long as they aren't beat up. Their structural integrity is fine and they roll very nicely. So if that makes you a little crazy, if there's marks and scuff marks on your bags, you might want to skip the Quince bags. If that doesn't bother you, I cannot recommend them enough. I mean, I've used them twice now in the last half month. For a small fee, we were able to check in early, and for another small fee, we were able to upgrade from our standard room to a suite, and this suite was unreal. In fact, I will give you a room tour. And as soon as you walk in, there is a half bath. This will be Michael's bathroom. I'm designating that. This is the living room. I haven't even explored it. We have a nice little sectional, little table for eating. And then this is the part I'm most excited about. Only the suites have coffee makers. Otherwise, you have to go down to the lobby, and I need my coffee before I get dressed. Then you have your choice, bedroom or bathroom. Let's go to the bedroom. Now, not every room comes with that view. What a fine view. Bedroom, good view, babe. You can see a golf course. Does that make you happy?
Yeah, I can see the golf course. It's amazing.
Okay, that's one way to the bathroom, and then there's that way. We're gonna go this way. And then we have this lovely makeup dressing area. Come on, so cute. The robes, the slippers, and then, and there's like storage even up there, which is kind of nice. And then, wow. Okay, not mad about this. Bathtub, and we have that. I guess that must be the water closet. And then let's go back. We can do an outfit of the day. So I had a little cardigan on. This is what I decided to wear. It's gonna be all Amazon for this whole trip for obvious reasons. So I had a cardigan on the plane. Actually, I put this belt in my carry-on bag because I didn't want to wear it on the plane. And then I just slipped it on. And these are new shoes, literally just came yesterday. They're very comfortable. They're that mesh style that's very popular right now. Earrings are these little huggies. And I think we're just waiting on the luggage, and then we might go explore a little bit, which is why I decided to wear the dress, because it's easy for the airport. It's lightweight. It's gonna be 105 degrees here today. So it's great for travel, but it's also great if we wanna go get lunch, look around the strip, do whatever. It's a nice dress for that. So by the time I had unpacked everything, I started steaming all my stuff while I had the time to do so, because I know that once the conference starts on these things, it's just go, 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 go from event to event to event. So here's my first piece of advice if you're traveling for work or for any particular reason where you're gonna be in one place for a little while. Unpack as soon as you get in the room, even if you're tired, even if you don't want to. Get everything hung up. Take the time to steam or iron all of your outfits. Make yourself at home. It makes the transition from home to this new place so much easier. It'll be easier to fall asleep at night. There'll be less stress happening in your brain as you're thinking about all the things you still have to do the next day. This is something off the plate. I cannot stress this enough. I know many of you like to live out of your suitcases. You want to live out of your compression cubes. I am just suggesting that maybe try unpacking like you're actually living there for a while. It does make for a much more peaceful and serene experience in the room. And it is still super easy to pack up at the end of the trip because unlike at home, you have a finite amount of space. You know where all your stuff is. It is easy to throw everything into a suitcase at the end of a trip. Unlike at home where this shirt might be in a different closet, you can't find the shoes that you put away somewhere. Where did you put that lipstick? You know where everything is in that hotel room. So that's just my first tip. We did have time to do a little exploring. So we stayed, I should have led with this. We stayed at the Conrad Hotel, which is part of the, oh gosh, what's it called? Like some giant Hilton resort. That's 3 hotels in one. That was the site of the conference. So very convenient. It's enormous. It felt like we were sleeping in a giant shopping mall because between the shops and I think they said they had 40 restaurants on site. There's so much just in that one building. And then every hotel on the strip is like, it's kind of mind blowing. I'm going to try to be positive, but I am personally not a fan of Las Vegas. I don't care for it. I would rather never ever have to go there again, but some people love it and that's great if you do. It's just so much. It's just, for me, it's a little bit overwhelming. We did pick up something quick to eat. They have a Las Vegas version of a food court where each restaurant in the food court is a different kind of street food from different regions in Asia, which was pretty cool, I have to admit. And I do have some footage of that food court. And I will say, even though Vegas is not my scene, they do an amazing job as far as pleasing the eye. There is so much to look at and it's done very well. So the first event started at 7 and then segued straight into their cocktail party. And the theme was something like silver and shine and sequins, Vegas, you know, make it Vegas. Well, I knew that I had something for that already. This dress that I wore to the LTK conference for a similar theme, so I got twice the wear out of it. And I have to say that this dress is so fantastic if you have any kind of wedding coming up, not specifically fall. This is a year-round dress for sure. If you don't like it in silver, it also comes in navy. I think I've seen it in pink. I think it's just always in stock. I would say it runs true to size. You do have to give it a little steam. It's super flattering. One thing or two things. You need a good strapless bra, which I will link. I love my strapless bra. I got it during the anniversary sale. And the tie belt that comes with it, tie it in a knot and then tie the loop, like double do the loop, the bow, because it's that silky material and it will undo itself. So that in and of itself was great for this cocktail party, but I was a little concerned that it was going to be cold if we were inside in an air-conditioned room because we weren't sure. They didn't really give us enough information, I will say that. I love knowing what I'm walking into. The more info, the more prepared I feel, the calmer I get. So I actually had ordered this sometime last year. I can't remember when. Ooh, it's so bright. It's hard to see. It's a blazer from The Drop, and I've actually ordered this blazer and showed it to you in several normal solid colors. It also comes in this sequin version that is making the camera go crazy. And I'd ordered it in a small, which is a little more oversized. I'm generally an extra small in The Drop. Perfect for Vegas. Functional pockets. It's lined with a nice satiny fabric, so the sequins on it aren't gonna catch on any of the silky material that you're wearing on a dress or whatever. I just draped it over my shoulders. Turned out I didn't need it because they had it outside. It was like 98 degrees outside at night. I know it's the desert. It's supposed to get colder at night though. It did not. And then I've been telling y'all I've been looking for a different silver purse. I love my little Gucci crossbody silver handbag. I know that's not everyone's price point. I didn't want to get something that looked just like it, but I found this one instead. So isn't this beautiful? This does come in about 30, I'm not even exaggerating, other colors. I love this handle on it. First of all, how fun is this? Clasp, you just pull it out. I can't do it backwards. You pull it out, and then inside it, huge long pocket. There's a slip pocket here. There's a zipper pocket here. Easily fits the largest iPhone. That's the iPhone 16 Max, Pro Max. Huge, still plenty of room. It does come with a shoulder strap, as you can see. I didn't use it, but you can. Everything else I just duplicated from what I wore to the LGK conference, down to the shoes and the earrings. All the same. I felt fantastic. I will say the party was not really my thing, and this is what I wanted to talk about. If you get invited, let's just make it a work conference, right? And a work event. We are adults. We get to decide what we want to do with our time and what we don't. Now, actual work events where it's during office hours, so to speak, and you are expected to be there doing work, of course, you should attend those things. The things that happen in the evening, those are boondoggles. Those are extra. Those are more than we need, right? And now in hindsight, I know better. 7 o'clock Vegas time is 9 o'clock my time, and I'm still tired from the LTK conference. The last thing I want to do is go to a party that is starting at 9 p.m. my time when I've started my day at like 5 a.m., which is like 3 a.m. their time. So I should have known that going in. A cocktail party sounds lovely, but when I got there, I should have said, you know what? This isn't for me. I'm going back to my room. Cool DJ blasting music so loud we had to scream at each other. You can't network. There's no networking happening. You can't meet people. You can't even talk to friends at that level. There was no real food. Obviously, there was plenty of alcohol. I don't drink. It's just not my thing. So I had to experience it, I think, another time. You know, I just come from the LTK conference to realize at this stage in my life, I am a 51-year-old woman. If I don't want to go to something and it's not mandatory, I don't have to go. Now, it was pretty. Everyone looked incredible. All the sequins and the sparkling juxtaposed against the beautiful night sky and all the lights of the strip. It was stunning to look at. But if I am lucky enough to ever get invited to any more events similar to these, I now know I'm skipping all the evening stuff. Unless I genuinely want to go and I feel like it. Otherwise, I feel no obligation, especially when I'm paying my own way to be there, to attend these things. If you like this sort of thing, if you look forward to the escape from your regular life to attend this, good for you. Go for it. Have fun. I am just here telling you, I am giving you permission. If you don't want to do something because it makes you uncomfortable or just doesn't fit with how you like to do things, or you're just tired, it's okay. You're not going to get in trouble. However, there were two highlights, well, multiple highlights, but two highlights that evening is before I called it quits and left for the evening, I did get to reconnect with two friends that I initially met years ago in February 2020 on a Kendra Scott influencer trip. That was actually, all of it was fantastic and much more my speed. Nita from Next with Nita and Lauren from the Lily Bag. And we hung out very closely for the rest of the conference, and it was really nice to reconnect with them. And for that, these sorts of events are absolutely worth it. Even if you don't learn anything in the classes, even if you don't love the evening stuff, if you can find just a few moments to either reconnect with old friends or make some new friends and learn more about your industry that way, that part is absolutely worth it. Just save your energy for the parts that matter. Monday was the first full day of the conference, and one thing I have learned from the LTK conference is I'm done with heels, other than the cocktail party. So I went with these shoes that I shared in an Instagram reel, but haven't shared here yet, and I cannot stop wearing these, and I'm gonna order another color. A nice block lower heel, I'd say, what is this, 1.5 inches maybe? Very lovely padded insole. The slingback part is comfortable. Love me a pointed toe, but it's got a nice wide toe box. I have a wide toe box. Super comfortable. I wore these all day Monday. I wore these all day Tuesday and into the evening on Tuesday. I wore these yesterday. I cannot stop wearing these. And they do come in other colors, and I would say they run true to size. What was new is that I wore a little pant set. I wanted to look a little, professional, even though it's an influencer. Although Amazon, I like, they call us creators, not influencers. And I like that so much better because I'm here creating things. I'm making content. I'm not trying to hypnotize you into buying stuff. That sounds weird. So this vest pant set apparently is very popular. I saw quite a few other ladies wearing this over the 2 days of the conference. I decided to go with something in black, make it a little more sleek. It's not that it runs big. The smallest size is a size small, and I would definitely have done a little bit better in an extra small on the top, but the small pants fit me just fine. So just to give myself a little more shape, a little definition, pulled that skinny belt out again. I am definitely getting my money's worth, even though it was very inexpensive to begin with, and wore those shoes. And then the bag that I carried is another new Amazon find. This is influenced by a designer brand that I have never heard of and can't remember the name of, but those of you who love luxury will recognize this shape. It has a removable crossbody strap, which I did use so I could be more hands-free. I love this little gold detail. And then what I really like, even though it's a giant open bag, is that it has snaps all the way along the perimeter, so it's not gonna just gape open. It has a very tiny slip pocket on one side that's pretty much useless. It could hold lipstick or something. And then it has a pretty decent, has a pretty small zip pocket there. So you might want to throw some zip pouches in here to stay a little more organized. But I think this is a really cute little fall purse. And of course it comes in multiple colors because it's Amazon. The actual day of the conference, there were some classes that honestly I could have skipped. There was a lot of time to talk to the other creators there. That was worth every minute of it. And then Monday night was a planned outing by bus to the Sphere to see the U2 concert movie. And I was like, no, I'm here with my husband. I want to spend time with my husband. So I told Michael, figure something out. You plan it. And he got us tickets. The Michael Jackson Cirque du Soleil show. Easily the most incredible thing I've ever witnessed with my own eyes. It doesn't matter what music was playing. What Cirque du Soleil does, it was overstimulation in the best way. And we got seats in what they call the golden circle, where you're guaranteed like the best views and the best sound and the best experience. It's like 5 or 6 rows back. As much as I dislike the Vegas experience, I would go back to see that again. If anyone has the opportunity to see that Michael Jackson show, what those performers can do with their bodies and then the visual effects, absolutely incredible. Incredible. Oh, wait, what did I wear to that? Okay, so this is kind of awesome. The dress that I wore, I actually bought a few years ago, maybe it was last year, during the anniversary sale. It's pretty much sold out everywhere except, you guessed it, Amazon. Super comfortable. I love that it has buttons. It's technically a shirt dress with ruching and gathering down the middle, so very flattering if you want to hide a little bit of tummy, but it also has a snap right at the waistline. So if you're worried about gaping anywhere, that's where you really don't want things to gape. Lovely, perfect. It was just comfortable, but I felt pretty. Perfect evening outfit for Las Vegas. It does come in a lot of other colors if this olive green is not for you. Now, on to day 2 of the conference, where I've also learned if they call it business casual, day 2, for sure, wear a pair of jeans. So I wore my current favorite pair of jeans, which is hard to find the exact link to. I'll do my best. It's the Cut from the Cloth Kelsey ankle insert jeans. There's a lot of Kelsey models, but that little insert is what I love, and I love that inseam length. Again, I wore same shoes. I love these shoes. And then the blouse. So this is a big trend right now. These blouses that tie when you get the bows, and that's all well and good. But again, hearkening back to a very old series of mine, I'm a grown-ass woman. I do not need my bra hanging out. I do not need to have open gaping buttons down the middle. So what I like about this one is it actually closes with snaps. Although it's hard to see them, these little snaps all the way down, and then the actual tie part slides through a slit on the other side. It goes through this, so as you pull it, and then you tie it. Between tying it like that and having the snap right under it, you don't have to wear anything under this top. And if bright red is not your thing, Amazon comes in a million other colors. In fact, I met with my Amazon rep at the event wearing this, and she asked me where I got it. I was like, seriously? Amazon. So, because she also had been looking for a similar top that isn't just gaping down the middle, but we like the little bows going all the way down. The conference actually ended Tuesday late afternoon, and it wrapped up with a one-on-one basically interview on the main stage of Khloe Kardashian. I've never seen a single episode of the Kardashian show. I'm not interested. If you're into it, the girls that were into the Kardashians were going crazy. I did not fly across the country to basically watch like a talk show interview. So they did give us, at the end of that, our giant swag bags. And I will tell you, I did film a full unboxing of me pulling everything out. And now looking back at that, it's just an obscene amount of product. It's just crazy. So 75% of it, I actually left for the housekeepers in the hotel with bags for them to take it home. I have enough. I'm good. There are a handful of things that as I test them, I will share with you. It was a lot. So that was Tuesday was the last full day of the conference. And then I have family in Las Vegas. So I just kept that same outfit on and spent the rest of the evening having dinner and hanging out with my family. So that was really nice. And then we move on to last Wednesday, travel day. And again, it's what do you wear on the plane where you want to be comfortable, you want to be covered up. In my case, I don't want anything touching the airplane seats. And you know that you're going to be freezing on that plane. So I actually went with this scuba set. They're sold separately from Maurice's. Again, something I've shared before. This scuba is a little bit lighter weight than the scoop version that I love from Walmart and the Spanx original version from Air Essentials, or the Air Essentials, I should say, from Spanx. Because while it's freezing always on planes, it was in the upper 90s, I think. Well, low 90s actually. It's getting cooler in Texas, and it worked. It was great on the plane. I was super comfortable, and I wore these Rothy's. These are actually brand name. They're not a knockoff version. These are the actual real Rothy's, which might actually now also be carried on Amazon. It's crazy. Amazon carries all the random brands, and then so many retailers that we all know and love, like major brand names, also have their own storefronts on Amazon. So many things, if they're already out of stock in stores, you can still find them on the Amazon website, which I appreciate. Managed to find a way to sneak in a little bit of leopard print. When I think of leopard print, I think of New Jersey more than I think of Vegas, but it all works. And if you're still sitting here and you're one of my viewers who loves when I talk about beauty and I don't talk about it enough, I did want to point out that this was the lip color I wore throughout most of the conference. As you may or may not know, I'm still wearing my Invisalign trays. I think I'm on set 14 out of 20, so we are in the home stretch, at least for the first set. And I recently worked with HSN because they wanted me to promote this cult classic Clinique Almost lipstick in the shade Black Honey, and I'm like, I already own it. You don't have to send it to me. And the reason that I love it, especially now with my Invisalign trays, is it gives me a nice wash of fall color. It's kind of a berry stain on my lips. This is more of a lip balm. It's very emollient, although it's much more solid than many of the lip balms on the market. This part's not sponsored. My sponsorship's over. I'm just telling you why I wear this and why I already owned it so they didn't have to send it to me. It's so perfect for everyone who wears any kind of appliances on their teeth because it does have some transparency to it. So if you're wearing trays like I normally do and it gets onto them, you can easily just, do that and it just disappears and it doesn't really leave a stain on there. And as it wears off your lips, it wears off evenly and leaves a little bit of a stain. So this was great for cocktail parties when I knew I'd be eating and drinking and I didn't have to worry about reapplying it. It's also weirdly a neutral enough color that I don't even have to look in the mirror to put it on. And I really have to say, I like the slim profile because easily fits, whoa, that's some reflection, easily fits in a little evening clutch. So I had gotten some questions when I shared this, what I was wearing to the cocktail party. So that was the Amazon Creator Summit in a nutshell. Were the classes and the main stage events worth flying across the country for? No. They weren't. But was it worth it for me as a creator to meet with other women in my field to talk about the behind the scenes stuff, discuss new tech, new ways to do things, learn about how we all run our businesses in different ways, get new ideas, trade ideas, that kind of thing? 100%. So if anything, I have learned that whenever you get invited to offsite work events, make the time that you have work for you in the best way. You are all grown up enough to know that you can say no to the things you don't want to attend unless it's absolutely mandatory. You can still have a good time, you can still learn a lot, and you can come home not exhausted and ready to get on with your real life again. So I have one more trip planned. It's not going to be a dedicated video, but follow me on stories. I'll post more there. I'm going to the YouTube holiday house this coming week where I'll be reunited with Lisa D1, Mommy's Makeup Moscato, Lisa J Makeup, Madison Payne, and probably a whole bunch of other people. So I cannot wait to do that, just to see friends, and this time hopefully learn a few good things. YouTube usually puts on a good show, so I'm looking forward to that. Thank you to everyone who hung out for an exceptionally long time during this video. If you're interested in any of the stuff that I've shared, it's all down in the description box and pinned to the top of the comments, and I will do a deep dive on my most recent Amazon haul and Prime Day deal stuff coming up a day early on Wednesday. So no Thursday video this week, but there will be one on Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out with me. I hope that you had fun, more fun than I did in Vegas, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.